Good, happy Wednesday morning, April 20th, 2022. I'm Riley King. Welcome to this Wednesday morning edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Wednesday morning, so let's get started right now. First up, Kitty Kiefer honored for fight against sexual violence. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
New Hampshire's Attorney General's office is home to a national leader in the fight against sexual violence. Today, Kitty Kiefer was recognized as this year's Visionary Voice Award winner from the National Sexual Violence Resource Center. At the AG's office, she works with colleges and universities on ways to end violence against women.
All of us in this room, we're really devoted to our work, and we don't do it for awards or recognition. We want a world where victims and survivors have a voice and they have access to resources and support.
Kiefer came to the AG's office after working for 9 years at the Crisis Center in New Hampshire.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Former basketball coach indicted on 2 human trafficking charges. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Anytime you have minors engaged in that kind of activity, obviously it's concerning no matter who you are.
Tuesday, former Colby Sawyer College assistant basketball coach, 47-year-old Joshua Pinkowski, indicted by a grand jury on 2 counts of human trafficking.
One is paying to view a sexually explicit performance. That would be a live sexually explicit performance. And then on the same occasion, engaging in sexual contact for pay with juveniles.
Pinkowski was first arrested in February. He was arraigned on 4 counts of aggravated felonious sexual assault, 50 counts of manufacturing child sexual abuse images, and 1 count of possession of child sexual abuse images. All of these are Class A felonies. Pinkowski pleaded not guilty to all of them. According to an affidavit, the case goes back to December 2020, when 2 17-year-old Farmington girls reported inappropriate sexual contact. When police searched the home, they found both still and videos of child sexual abuse. Some date back to 2017, involving a girl who was just 14 at the time and a member of a youth basketball group.
Any concern that we have for the community right now is mitigated by the fact that he's being held without bail. So we feel at this time that he is not a threat to the community because he is incarcerated pending trial.
And is convicted on the human trafficking charges. He faces 3.5 to 7 years in New Hampshire State Prison, but charges in Merrimack could add additional years to that. Live in Dover, Grace Finerman, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Greenland home destroyed by fire. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
A home in Greenland has been destroyed tonight after this fire. Crews were called to Orchard Hill Road just after 2 p.m. They found the house already full of smoke and flames and could not save the building. The cause of the fire is under investigation now.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Officials investigate high school connected to over 100 reported brain tumors. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
Ancestry has helped me really understand my family's immigration experience and what life must have been like for them. And as I pass it on to my daughter, it's an important part of understanding who we are.
The cancer mystery in New Jersey. More than 100 former teachers and students coming down with brain tumors over the course of 30 years, about half of them cancerous, and all of them with some connection to the same local high school in Woodbridge Township. Here's ABC's Ariel Reshev tonight.
Tonight, concern growing around a New Jersey high school after more than 100 former students and staff reported being diagnosed with brain tumors over the course of 30 years.
I don't know that we know enough yet to be definitive in terms of causation, etc. But I know for sure the tragedy that many lives are going through have some nexus to the Colonia High School. So that's something that we take very seriously.
Al Lupiano, his wife and sister, graduated from Colonia High School between 1989 and 1995. All three diagnosed with brain tumors, his sister dying from a more aggressive form this past February.
I said, what is the likelihood that a husband and wife can both have an acoustic neuroma? And what is the likelihood that a sister of me and my wife can have a brain tumor at the same time?
So Al posted on Facebook to see if anyone in the area had experienced something similar, and he says the response was staggering. More than 105 people so far saying they had been diagnosed with brain tumors, all alumni and staff of Colonia High School, about half cancerous. The township contracting an environmental engineering firm to test for radiation, and officials are investigating to figure out if these cases are linked.
It's certainly concerning because the rate of primary brain tumors is certainly higher than what we would expect over that period of time, and certainly from a town or a high school that's of that size. Overall, though, we know that brain tumors don't grow overnight. They don't tend to show up within days to weeks. So I think there is time.
And David, authorities say that people in the town are not in immediate danger. Most of those cases occurring among people who were at the school between 1975 and 2000. The New Jersey Health Department is investigating, but in the meantime, that school remains open. David?
Still so many unsettling questions about this, Ariel. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos.
Okay, there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for this morning edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, everyone, and goodbye.